Welcome to Riverside Stadium here in Victoria, Texas, as the Davenport Wolves take on the Needville Blue Jays here in Game 2 of the area Texas High School Playoff Baseball round. Is quickly 2-0, 0-2 to Braden Mulkey. Last night, the Wolves took Game 1 of this best-of-3 series. The Wolves won that quite easily, 6-0. Thanks to Braden Mulkey on the mound for the Wolves, who went 7 complete innings, not allowing a run, only giving up 2 hits. Leading the Wolves to that 6-0 victory is the 2-2 count now to Mulkey, who's batting leadoff for the Wolves today. Soka behind him and Simon batting third. Thompson in the cleanup spot, Taylor, Meckler, and Rogers. Next is that one. Hits Mulkey, and the first runner of the game is there in a painful way. But the Wolves will take it, as now Daniel Sokup, the second, batting. Yesterday went 2 for 3 at the plate with an RBI and a strikeout with a runner on first here. In Victoria, Texas, at historic Riverside Stadium, where it's currently at 80 degrees, as taking off for second is Mulkey, and Mulkey will be in there with a stolen base. So quickly a runner on second for the Wolves in this very humid day in East Texas. A 1-0 counts to the right fielder, Sokup. Looking to get on the board early and fast here. A 350 average for the right fielder. Elster on the mound for the Blue Jays behind the dish. Farrell. Rodriguez at first. Muth at second. Vasek at short. Babcock at third. 7-0 Ramirez and Undrich. The outfield. As a curveball. Just misses the top of the zone, much to the dismay of the Needville fans in attendance today. In this capacity of 4,000, about 1,000 on hand here today in Victoria, Texas. Both these teams making the drive, as that one's fouled straight back, makes it 1-2. Davenport coming from Garden Ridge, Texas. Needville, it's right in the name. They're coming from Needville, Texas. A few hours east here in Victoria. The 1-2 to Sokup from Elster. Taking off for third is Mulkey, and Mulkey is stuck in the pickle, and he'll go to the ground to try to get out of it, but is tagged out between second and third for out number 1. Got too large of a lead there and got stuck in no man's land. As now the bases are empty for the Wolves, and 1 out, 1-2 to Sokup. That was hit sharply to the right side. A short hop to Muth, and the second out is he makes the throw to first. Jacob Simon now to dig in for the Wolves. 368 average on the season. Playing shortstop today, as the Wolves made the 120-mile trip here to Victoria. As that one gets by the backstop Farrell. Needville making the around 80-mile trip. Right around 100, it actually says on Google Maps. So both these teams making about a 100-mile trip. 2-0 now to Simon. Simon yesterday went 1 for 3 in an RBI. That one's in there for a strike to make it 2-1. 5 RBIs on the day yesterday for the Wolves in total. They were sat down 9 times by Rodriguez and the Guest brothers. The 2-1 hit to the right side. That will get through, and that will be a single for Simon, and he rounds first but stays on first for the first hit of the night. for the Wolves. Bubba Thompson now. Digging in. Batting from the right side. Getting the signs from Coach Schluter at third. Coach Elliott Babcock, the coach for the Needville Blue Jays. Dennis Schluter for Davenport. As Thompson awaits as a breaker maybe lost the grip here due to the humidity here in Victoria. Thompson batting .340 entering this series. Will have gone down a few notches after going 0 for 2 yesterday. 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. In yesterday's game, the 1-0 is in the dirt, or in the turf, I should say, in this field where the whole infield, except the mound, is turf, and then the outfield is grass. 330 to left field, 405 to center, and 305 to right. So if anyone can push it, that's a right-hander. We'll have a little hitter's friendly. Quickly juts out to 330, though. A little roller to the left side, fielded by Babcock. Fires to first for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Wolves. Is due up now are the Blue Jays here on Wolves Network.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before. We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference. GVTC, connecting you.
Needville Blue Jays now due up with Diego Flores on the mound for the Wolves. As we'll look at Elliott Babcock, the coach for the Needville Blue Jays. Here today, the Blue Jays entering with a record of 23-6 after last night's loss. And then the Davenport Wolves 19-13 on the season. Diego Flores on the mound for the Wolves, looking to help the Wolves advance to the regional quarterfinal in Texas high school playoff baseball. Well, they would take on Canyon Lake or Belleville. Haven't had a game played yet in that series, so whoever takes this game will be waiting to see who they may have to face after possible Game 3 tomorrow. Well, a few quick numbers on Flores. 16 innings of work with an ERA of 3.5. The lineup for the Blue Jays: Babcock, Muth, and Rodriguez, 1, 2, and 3. Vasek, Elster, Ramirez, the heart of the order. You got Farrell, Thogard, and Stavinoa. As the first one from Flores is in there for a strike. The one thing we heard about Flores is that he will throw strikes. So right now at 100% in the strike zone. We'll see how long he can keep it there. The 0-1. That one's hit to the left side hard to Meckler. Meckler will fire to first, and the throw goes too high, but Babcock did touch first base, even though Taylor tried to apply the tag after he got caught up. So runner on first quickly for the Blue Jays. They're actually giving Davenport the error there, so that'll go down as an E5. So after a 1-error game last night, the Wolves have an error once again quickly. And a runner on first now. Cade Muth digging in for the Blue Jays. .333 average, fouled straight back. Yesterday, Muth went 1 for 3, one of the 2 hits for Needville, as they were held scoreless yesterday by Braden Mulkey in a phenomenal performance, as we mentioned, a complete game shutout. 1-2 now to Muth. Little chopper just off the home plate area makes it 2-all here with Babcock on first. Flores looking to keep the Blue Jays off the board and keep this series a shutout through 8 innings. The 1-2, Flores checking is that he holds on that to a little bit too long to make it full. Flores on the season, as mentioned, 16 innings of work with the 17 strikeouts. Opposing teams do hit quite well against him, as he's got another strikeout right there, though. Number 18 on the season, and number 1 today for out number 1 is Ryan Rodriguez. Pitched yesterday for Needville. 4 1/3 inning of work, gave up 4 and 6 hits. Batting in third here today. 329 average. So he watches that one for a strike. Playing first base today. For this Needville team that is quite formidable on the bats, a 328 team average entering this area round. As that one's hit straight back up the middle. Hopping past it is Flores. They're going for 2 are the Wolves, and they've turned 2. The Wolves escaped the first, keeping the Blue Jays off the board. Through 1, it's 0-0 here on Wolves Network.
I'm a pretty calm, cool, and collective guy, but...
Sorry, what's your name? Yeah, Evan. Hi, Evan. Yeah, we have no internet. Nothing. I don't know. It just stopped working.
The internet is down.
I know, I'm on the phone with them. No, that was my wife.
I can't get online again.
Yeah, I'm talking to Evan. No, my daughter, my wife. Okay, can you guys not talk? Sorry. Yes, we have the white boxes. I see one. They got horns on them.
The one with the horns.
Yes, I see one. We have 11 of those.
I was on the phone and I got disconnected.
Okay, it's not about you.
We switched our broadband service provider.
Like Devin put in 11, Evan. How are we supposed to know which one's 7 and which
I thought it was Devin.
Who's Devin? I got no service.
Honey, you're blocking.
You can't stand there. You're blocking it. Don't block it.
And the best part, I never have to speak to Evan or Devin ever again.
I think this one's 11.
11? We're not looking for 11. No, are we looking for 7, Evan, or 11? We have 2 next to each other. That's bad. 2 white boxes.
The Wolves turned a fancy double play to keep the Blue Jays off the board in the bottom of the first, and now Dennis Schluter and the Davenport Wolves look to get out to an early lead as Locke Taylor, Cody Meckler, and Cody Rogers do up. Saw Schluter there as he led this Wolves team so far this season, a 19-13 record, put them 3rd best in the District 27 of 4A. Taylor now watches one for a ball. (1-0) from Elster is on the outer half, makes it 1-1. The first baseman Taylor. 306 average for the future St. Edwards player. They're just outside of Austin. We'll see him next season. 2-1 count now for the first baseman. As Elster looking to get a little better grip on the ball maybe here in this humid conditions. 2-1, hit to the left side, fielded by Vasek and thrown out for out number 1. 5-3 put out as Cody Meckler now.
Brings up number 9, Cody Meckler.
Now Cody Rogers digging in the backstop. See, fouls that one off sharply to the right side. Almost had home run distance to that foul pole. The 305 to the right side. Yesterday Rogers went 1 for 4. She watches that one in there for a strike. 0-2. Wind blowing from right field to left field at about 13 to 19 miles an hour. It's heaviest. There's a big breaker in there for a strike. Sets down. Rogers looking a little in dismay about that strike, or maybe he just was amazed at how fooled he was on that one. Now Cody Rogers, that was Meckler. Launches one for a strike. Rogers, 274 average. He's committed to play at Midland. That one almost hits him in the noggin, but just manages to miss him. 1-1 right now with 2 outs. Nothing game through a full inning. As Elster looks to keep the Wolves off the board. A big swing and a miss at the curve by Rogers. Has him in the 1-2 count. As the Blue Jays look to keep the Wolves off the board. Yesterday, Davenport scored 1 in the second, as that one's hit to the right side, foul. Then they scored 5 in the 5th. And that's 6-0 win. They had 8 hits and an error. The winner of this series will take on Canyon Lake or Belleville. 1-2. Is just outside. Almost caught Rogers looking. Little narrow strike zone right there in favor of Rogers. The 2-2. That one's hit hard to the left side, but foul. That had stayed straight here in Riverside Stadium. That might have had a chance with how the wind's blowing. Well, as I mentioned, it is blowing to the left field corner. Elster right now looking to keep Davenport off the board. 25 1/3 inning of work on the season. Enters with a 3.32 ERA. Elster set for the 2-2 as well as Rogers. Elster into the windup, the delivery. That time, that one hits Rogers' second hit by pitch of the evening for Elster as Rogers makes his way down to first. Now Emmett Greeman. And it looks like pinch runner Aiden Guerra on first now for the Wolves in place of the catcher Rogers. Greeman playing center field today as the center fielder Ramirez for the Blue Jays shaded to left right now. Pitch from Elster well outside to Emmett Greeman. Greeman, a 303 average with 30 hits on the season. Before yesterday, went 1 for 3. That one gets by the backstop Farrell, and that will be an easy advancement there for Guerra. So a free 90 for the Wolves. Makes it 2-0 to the center fielder. 2-0 count. Elster checking Guerra. Another one outside from Elster. Makes it 3-0. Three-0 from Elster is just at the bottom of the strike zone, makes it 3-1. Elster giving up 29 walks on the season, so does deal with a walking issue. The 3-1 chopped foul back. Makes it full. Next up would be Rust. Back to the top of their order. The Wolves continue this inning. Here in the top of the second of the 0-0 game. One hit apiece so far. With Guerra on second for Rogers. Greenman batting. The 3-2 is well upstairs. Walk for Greenman. Ethan Rust playing second base today. Batted ninth. Batting 280 on the season. Went 3 for 3 yesterday, so boosted that average after yesterday's performance with 3 RBIs. Had 3 of the 5 RBIs yesterday. The outfield of the Blue Jays continue to be shaded to the left, giving the Wolves that right field corner. That short porch, so not too worried about the push by Davenport right now. The 0-1, Elster checking, Guerra has found that one off is Rust. Makes it 0-2. Davenport on the season, as mentioned, went 19-13 so far. Currently playing against Needville. Played Lavernia, their last series. That game went to the full 3 games. The 0-2. That one's lost the hand a little bit there. Elster dealing with some control issues on this very humid evening, you could say at this point. 1-2. Rust awaits. That one's hit hard, left side. That one's slicing, foul. Have a column in my way, so for a second there, couldn't see it, and it ended up being a lot more foul than I originally thought. And this ballpark, originally built in 1947, now has a capacity of 4,000, but used for minor league team, the Victoria Rosebuds, back in 1959, 1960, and 1961. And each of those years were under a different affiliate. Originally a Dodger, then the Tigers, then the Orioles in their last season. The 1-2 to Rust. That one's hit to the right side, a chopper. Getting to it, though, is Muth, and Muth fires to first for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left on for the Wolves as we head to the bottom of the second here on Wolves Network.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before. We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference. GVTC, connecting you.
Cole Pavelio alongside you here in Riverside Stadium in Victoria, Texas. It almost feels like a throwback of yesteryear. The wooden stands and metal awning and wide open playing field. And a beautiful evening, but just a tad humid for baseball, as it's 0-0 in the bottom of the second. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Blue Jays. Tyson Vasek, Nathan Elster, and Cade Ramirez is who Diego Flores will be facing here. Talked about the history of this Victoria Riverside Stadium just a little bit. Home of the Victoria Rosebuds for 3 years. Also now home of the Victoria Generals of the Texas Collegiate League. I was trying to put a bunt down as Vasek against Flores here. Victoria Generals, one of 5 teams in the TCL, along with the Seguin River Monsters, the Arcadian Cane Cutters in Louisiana. As that one's fouled off to the left side by Vasek. The Brazos Valley Bombers, Baton Rouge Rougarou. So, a little small collegiate league here in the eastern part of Texas in the Hill Country, helping collegiate players continue their seasons during the summer. 2-1 now to Vasek from Flores. Seen the likes, TCL has seen the likes of Paul Goldschmidt, Tristan Stivers, and Zach Lee from Texas State in past years. And you talk about Texas State and Coach Babcock, a former Texas State Bobcat under Ty Harrington in the mid-2000s, as it's 3-2 now to Vasek. Ty Harrington now the color commentator for Texas State baseball. The 3-2 to Vasek from Flores. Hits to the left side, a short hop there, snagged by Simon, throws to first for the out. Nice short hop snag there by Simon for out number 1.
Number 2, Nathan Elster.
As Nathan Elster looks to help himself out here. As it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, due up and down so far for the Needville Blue Jays. Elster pitching today for the Blue Jays. And batting 5th, facing Flores here, the opposing number. So that one's high, makes it 1-0. The state of Texas with a big history of baseball. And it's continued here in Victoria, Texas. That one's in there for a strike from Flores. The likes of the missions going back to the 1900s. The 1-1. That one's upstairs. Makes it 2-1. The Texas League still in full effect in the AA level of minor league baseball. With the likes of the Corpus Christi Hooks, the Midland Rockhounds, Amarillo Side Poodles, and a handful of others. Those are just in Texas alone. Frisco Rough Riders with affiliation to the Rangers. That one's hit to the right side. Getting to that one there is Taylor for out number 2.
That's the 3rd out of the inning.
That's Cade Ramirez playing center field today, due up now. Ramirez a .288 average entering this series. Yesterday went 0 for 3. The 2-hit affair for the Blue Jays. That one's on the outer half from Flores. This Blue Jays squad gets on base quite easily. Had a .415 notch. That one's fouled back. But not a lot of power for this Needville team. Only 3 home runs, but handful of extra bases is how they do it. They don't do it with the long ball, but they'll do it with doubles and triples. Slugging at .445. The 0-2. That one's fouled up. Rogers losing sight of it here in big foul territory behind the dish and down the left and right field side. Something both teams have to get used to in this best-of-3 series is the foul territory. Neither playing their home games here. The 0-2 at this neutral site. The 1-2 now. Not a lot of foul territory back in Garden Ridge at Davenport for the Wolves. Here could seem like Oakland Coliseum with what could be seeming like acres of foul territory. Is sitting on that one is Ramirez. That will drop in front of the left fielder, Mulkey, and that is hit number 1 for Needville.
2 outs in the inning. Coming to the plate, number 4, Brance Farrell.
That's Brance Farrell now digging in. Farrell yesterday 0 for 2. Batting .313. Runner on first. 2 outs. About 20 steps to the left in center field is Greeman. So both teams really playing for the pole here. Flores a long set, delivers. Looks like backstop Farrell helping him out. Backstop Rogers helping him out a little bit there. Framing it. Makes it 1-1. With Ramirez on first. Ramirez taking off for second. He loses his footing. And Rogers thrown to first, and safely back into first is Ramirez. Paused a little bit, kind of aghast. Rogers was that the fact Ramirez lost his footing there in between first and second. Got about 45 feet and ended up on his stomach, and now the 1-2 count, still 2 outs. Runner on first. Rogers just kind of blown away by the fact that his footing was lost. The throw down to second is wide to the shortstop side, but getting it back in quickly was Greeman. So back-to-back steal attempts, and the second time a stolen base for the Blue Jays. Looking to take flight and make it a 1-0 game here in the second. Flores now trying to end it here, the 2-2. That one's hit sharply to the left side. That gets by Meckler. The throw home from Mulkey. It's going to be close at the plate. It's not close at all. Thrown out at home. Ramirez by Mulkey. Game remains 0-0. It's area round playoff baseball here on Wolves Network.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before. We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference. GVTC, connecting you.
Hey, buddy, got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are gonna love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology.
Braden Mulkey making a name for himself in this area round of Texas high school baseball playoffs, as yesterday went the complete game shutout, only allowing 2 hits, and then to end the second, kept the Blue Jays off the board with a cannon from left field and keeping it at a 0-0 game, throwing out Ramirez now as it always happens to be in baseball. You make a great play on the defensive side, you're always due up to bat next. So he's batting here after being hit by a pitch in the first. As mentioned, went 0 for yesterday, but did have the complete game shutout on the mound. As that one's hit sharply to the left center field. That one's got a chance. It is going to bound in front of the wall. He'll have two. He's rounding for third. Is having trouble there in center field was Ramirez. He's got the triple. Wasn't quite sure how it would carry here in Victoria on this humid day, but Mulkey showed that you can have power here as he hit it just about 10 feet in front of that. Looks like a 384 marker in left center field. Is now Daniel Sokup due up with Mulkey on third. Wolves looking to take the lead here early in the third. Sokup watches that one. Davenport team scored 216 on season before yesterday, where they scored 6 more. And talking about the almost magical number 6 for this Davenport team, averaged just under 7 runs a game. 2-0 from Elster. Makes it 3-0 for a team that scores just under 7. They've hit 7 or more 13 times, and they're 12-1 when doing so, as that ball stays close enough to keep Mulkey on first, and Sokup gets the walk. So runners at the corners now for Jacob Simon.
To the plate, number 2, Jacob Simon.
Wolves have scored a season high of 16 for San Antonio Taft back on March 2nd. When they score 7 or more, they're 12-1. When they don't score 7 or more, they're 6-12 on the season. So they made that 7-12 now after yesterday. As Elster spikes one and tries to keep runners from advancing, but Sokup does advance, as more worried about Mulkey there. So a free 90 on the ball in the dirt here against Jacob Simon, looking for an RBI or 2. He hits that one to the right side, hits the glove of Muth, and that will score. Mulkey and Sokup coming home as well, and he'll score standing. The Wolves lead 2-0. Two RBI single for Jacob Simon. As now Davenport leads 2-0. Bubba Thompson now due up. Rounded out in his first at bat in the first. No outs here in the top of the third. So a couple of hits and a walk have started the engines for the Wolves. Elster delivers the curveball upstairs. Makes it 1-0 to Thompson. So Simon on first now, after Mulkey and Sokup scored on that single by Simon. Elster checking Simon at first. Throws another one in the dirt. Talked about Elster could have control issues with another pickoff attempt there, but back in safely. Simon mentioned Elster's 29 walks entering the day. Allows just under 2 runners an inning. 2-0. 3-0 now to the DH, Bubba. As the Wolves dugout are continuing to chatter and chant at Elster and looking to extend the 2-0 lead here. That one catches the inner half against Thompson. That was RBI number 35 and 36 for Simon. Actually, 36 and 37 as he had one yesterday. And walking Thompson there. Second walk of the inning.
We have time on the field.
It's now Elliot Babcock, the coach for the Blue Jays, comes out to talk to Elster after giving up 4 base runners here and 2 runs at the top of the third. The biggest inning last night for the Wolves was in the 5th, where they scored 5 of their 6. Scored 1 in the 2nd.
The runners are at first and second. Coming to the plate is number 20, Locke Taylor.
Starting the scoring here today in the 3rd. Now, Locke Taylor due up. Grounded out his first at bat. Whoever wins this series would take on Canyon Lake or Belleville. And Canyon Lake, obviously, a common opponent for Davenport this season. Canyon Lake 21-8 on the season, 9-5 in district play. They played S.A. Kennedy last round. Canyon Lake swept them in a best-of-3 series, winning game 1 3-0. Game 2 8-0. They're playing Belleville tonight in Marion. (2-0) from Elster. Upstairs, looking to 3-0 now. With runners on first and second. Thompson and Simon on the base path. Due up next, Cody Meckler. Meckler, lone strikeout right now. For the Wolves, 3-1 count now. Belleville finished in 4th place of the District 25. Same district as Needville. 3-1. Elster spins off. Belleville swept Columbia in the first round of playoffs. Won game 1, 4-3. Won game 2, 4-1. As that walks, the bases full for Cody Meckler. So a single and back-to-back walks has him loaded for the Wolves. Doesn't look like anything in the Needville bullpen, but there will be a pitching change. We'll take it along with them. The Wolves lead 2-0. Bases loaded on Wolves Network.
I'm a pretty calm, cool, and collective guy, but
Sorry, what's your name? Yeah, Evan. Hi, Evan. Yeah, we have no internet. Nothing. I don't know. It just stopped working.
The internet is down.
I know, I'm on the phone with them. No, that was my wife.
I can't get online again.
Yeah, I'm talking to Evan. No, my daughter, my wife. Okay, can you guys not talk? Sorry. Yes, we have the white boxes. I see one. They got horns on them.
The one with
They
the
have
horns.
Yes, I see one. We have 11 of those.
I was on the phone and I got disconnected.
Okay, it's not about you.
we switched our broadband service provider.
Like Devin put in 11, Evan. How are we supposed to know which one's 7 and which
I thought it was Devin.
Who's Devin?
I got no service. Honey, you're blocking.
You can't stand there. You're blocking it. Don't block it.
And the best part, I never have to speak to Evan or Devin ever again.
I think this one's 11.
11. We're not looking for 11. No, we're looking for, are we looking for 7, Evan, or 11? We have 2 next to each other. That's bad. 2 white boxes.
Tonight's broadcast on the Wolves Network is brought to you by Comal Independent School District, Audi North Park, Chick-fil-A, Walmart, Maximum Altitude.
Lee Guest now the pitcher for the Blue Jays in the bases loaded situation. We'll get the defensive changes to you when possible, but Cody Rogers now due up in the bases loaded situation. Actually, number 9, Cody Meckler. The 0-1 count. Infield pulled in for Needville. As a half-hearted swing, but went around for Meckler. Makes it 0-2. Lee Guest, one of the Guest brothers. 21 innings of work with an ERA of 1. As the slider just misses to 1-2. And they're actually saying it caught the zone, so back-to-back strikeouts for Meckler looking
Next up is number 15.
for the first out. Cody Rogers now digging in. Bases remain loaded. Rogers hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Looking for add to his RBI total of 16 so far. Facing Guest here. Taylor at first, Thompson at second, Simon at third. 2-0 game, top of the third. Swing and a miss at one of the dirt, makes it 1-1. Rogers fooled there a little bit. Rogers now set for the 1-1. Guess misfires outside, makes it 2-1 to the backstop. Talking about the standings and other playoff games going on in these two districts. Bernie faced Cuero last round. They swept them in 2 games. That one's in the dirt. Going home is Simon, and he'll be scoring standing up, making it a 3-0 game as the wild pitch got by Farrell. Makes it 3-0. So the wild pitch allowed the Wolves to score 3 here. And the inning now, Thompson and Taylor second and third respectively. And a 3-1 count for the backstop. So watches upstairs for a walk. That reloads them for the Wolves. As Emmett Greenman due up. Walked last inning as well. As Aiden Guerra, courtesy runner again for Cody Rogers, the backstop. Griman, 303 average. Gets on base about 40% of the time, just at 395. 20 RBIs. 1 for 3 yesterday. Bases loaded. That one's fouled straight back. Both Guest brothers pitched yesterday. They in 2/3 combined. Gave up 2 hits, 2 runs between the two. Lee and Luke, the brothers. 0-1. In there for a strike. Actually just upstairs. Thought that caught the top of the zone, but both Farrell and I thought that one caught the zone, but to no avail for the Blue Jays. The 1-1. 1 out. Watching that one all the way. Ryman, the back pick attempt by Farrell. Back in there safely was Thompson. 2-1 now. Ryman is drawn, 7 walks. That one's hit to the left side. It is going to be caught by the left fielder, Stavinoa, and the runners will have to retreat back to their bases. That's out number 2.
Bases are still loaded. Brings up number 16, Ethan Rust.
Vasek now at third for the Blue Jays. And Babcock in right field. As it's Ethan Rust now. Due up for the Wolves in this bases loaded 2-out situation. Rust last time grounded out to Muth at second. The outfield of the Blue Jays to the left side as that one's straight to the shortstop and thrown to first for out number 3, and the Blue Jays tightrope walk out of it. Only giving up 3 in the third. It's a 3-0 game. Playoff baseball here on Wolves Network.
Hey, buddy, got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are gonna love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jersey!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
The Wolves score 3 in the top of the third after they send 9 to the plate. Now it's the Blue Jays' turn, 8-9-1 due up. That's Thagard, Stavinoa, and Babcock facing Flores here in the area around Game 2 yesterday. It was a Davenport victory, 6-0. The victory went to Mulkey. That one's in there for a strike from Flores. Mulkey is having a day and a series for himself so far. And a season for himself, really. Has had a great season. That one's hit straight back up the middle. Flores gets a glove to it and reaching on the pinball play there. Thagard gets on first. The third hit of the night for the Blue Jays. As Flores will have been better to just let it go by and have Simon at short get to it, but try to make the play himself and flash to the leather. Now Colton Stavinoa. Due up, looking to lay down the bump, but pops it up and, oh, almost having it there. And wait a minute. Did Farrell get it? No, he did not. Went off the glove of Meckler, and it was actually Rogers who almost slid in under it and got to it after it went off the glove of Meckler. Almost made a fancy play there for out number 1 after the pop-up bunt attempt by Stavinoa. Stavinoa 0 for 2 yesterday, when Mulkey only allowed the 2 hits. Left side of the infield looking to play for the bunt here as Stavinoa squaring around again, but goes swinging. Rogers gets to it first and fires for out number 1, now first base. Tough play there for the Wolves there on quite where to go with the ball there, is just a short chopper in front of the dish. And now Camden Babcock, who's playing right field now for the Blue Jays. Simon and Meckler on the left side of the diamond for the Wolves, guarding that line. Flores checking the runner, Thagard at second. Might be a little too caught up with the runner at second as he makes it 2-0. Told before game, if Flores is going to do one thing, it's going to throw strikes, and he's done that so far, but right now, a little weary of that runner. At second, the 2-0. And there for a strike, but checking the runner back is Simon. Throws for out number 2. 6-3 put out. For the second out is Cade Muth now. Digging in. Only strikeout victim so far for the Blue Jays. Looking to keep the Blue Jays off the board here in the bottom of the third. Is fixing his stirrup there is Flores. It looks like courtesy runner. Jack Park comes on for Cody Thagard. Is on deck Ryan Rodriguez. Home plate umpire just getting set with his mask here. Probably having to deal with some sweat as the lights start to take effect slowly but surely here at Riverside Stadium. That one's outside. 1-0. We'll see how those lights start to play here. Looks like there might be a dark spot in center field later on, the 1-0. Pulling it down in 2-0 against Muth. Looks like right and left field will be under a lot of lights, but center field not as much. The tree in left center field, that's getting a lot of light. As the mound visit by Rogers as he mates with Flores. Quick visit here in the 2-0 count with 2 outs and runner on second. Bottom of the third inning. 3-0 game for Davenport. They lead the series 1-0. Looking to punch their ticket to the regional quarterfinal here tonight. 2-0 by Flores. Foul back. It's the couple of decade-old awning to the right of us. Flores working from the first base side of the rubber. 2-1. Half-hearted attempt called for a swing, though, by the home plate umpire. Coach Babcock at third. Doesn't look too happy with the call. Makes it 2-2. Looking to keep the Blue Jays off the board again here is Flores. 2-2. Little roller to the right side, just over the first base bag, and stepping on first base is Taylor for out number 3. 3-0 through 3, as it's playoff baseball here on Wolves Network.
Hey, buddy, got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are gonna love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jersey!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
Riverside Stadium, the home of the area round between the Davenport Wolves and the Needville Blue Jays. 405 to dead center field. Looks like 385 to the power alleys. 330 to left field. 305 to right field, but juts out real quickly to 330, and the right side is back to the top of the lineup for the Wolves. Braden Mulkey, his third at bat, as he shoots that one to the right side, but it's got a lot under it. 3 people are converging, getting to it. First is the right fielder, Babcock, and he makes it for the slide and play for the out. Mulkey got a lot under it, almost got it to that 305 down the foul line there in right field, but got a little bit too much under it. Daniel Sokup now. We'll see what he can do. Another lefty. Got a chance to pull it to that foul pole. "13 home runs in total for the Wolves this season." As Sokup watches that one. Sokup does not have a home run, but 4 extra base hits, 2 doubles and 2 triples. As Sokup gets a piece of that one, makes it 0-2. "13 home runs for Davenport compared to the 3 for Needville on the season." As that one hits Sokup square between the numbers, and he'll take the free 90.
That'll put Sokup at second, 1 out in the inning.
And now Jacob Simon
Jacob Simon.
due up to the shortstop. A single. And that 2 RBI single last inning, which started the scoring. Eventually scored on a wild pitch. Facing Guest for the second time. First time, I should say, actually. Guest came in after Taylor. Sokup back in there safely. Guess the long set checks Sokup at first. Doesn't look like he'll be running, standing straight up just about. Looking for the slide step, hits a chopper to the shortstop. Goes to second for 1, but safe at first is Jacob Simon.
Second out of the inning.
Fielder's choice.
Brings up number 22, Bubba Thompson.
There's Bubba Thompson. A walk, and got stranded at third last inning. Thompson on the season, 340 with 2 home runs. Have to hit it to the left side. 330 is that one. Almost some sweet chin music. Looking to back Thompson off the plate. Right on that wide line. 1-0. Soka might go for 2. Another one trying to back Thompson off the plate there. An old stadium, some old school baseball being played right there is trying to back off Thompson. Talk about pitchers who used to go high and tight a lot. The famous Bob Gibson. Notorious for doing that. He would do it almost with a smile, even though he wouldn't smile at anyone, is how the stories go. That one's well upstairs from Guest. Makes it 3-0 to Thompson. From Guest is outside, so another walk from Guest. Got runners at first and second now. Locke Taylor due up. Walk in the ground out today. Yesterday was 1 for 1 with 3 walks. So now on the series, 1 for 2 with 4 walks after his last inning, where he got a walk. Guest dealing with the humidity as well, it seems like. 1-0. Right next to the Guadalupe River here in Victoria. Two-0 now to Taylor. As looks like Rodriguez, Farrell, and Guest is the meeting at the mound. Rodriguez faced these Wolves yesterday in 4 1/3 inning of work. Gave up 4 runs on 6 hits. That mound meeting is broken up and baseball is back underway in the 2-0 count against Taylor. Thompson on first. Simon at second. As that one's shot foul to the right side. 2-1 now. Cody Meckler will be up next. 0 for 2 on the day with a couple of strikeouts looking. Guest set. That one's poked to the left side, and getting to it is the left fielder Stavinoa for out number 3. The Wolves are held scoreless in the 4th as it's a 3-0 game here on Wolves Network.
I'm a pretty calm, cool, and collective guy, but...
Sorry, what's your name? Yeah, Evan. Hi, Evan. Yeah, we have no internet. Nothing. I don't know. It just stopped working.
The internet is down.
I know, I'm on the phone with them. No, that was my wife.
I can't get online again.
Yeah, I'm talking to Evan. No, my daughter, my wife. Okay, can you guys not talk? Sorry. Yes, we have the white boxes. I see one. They got horns on them.
The one with the horns.
Yes, I see one. We have 11 of those.
I was on the phone and I got disconnected.
Okay, it's not about you.
We switched our broadband service provider.
Like Devin put in 11, Evan. How are we supposed to know which one's 7 and which
I thought it was Devin.
Who's Devin?
I got no service. Honey, you're blocking.
You can't stand there. You're blocking it. Don't block it.
And the best part, I never have to speak to Evan or Devin ever again.
I think this one's 11.
11? We're not looking for 11. No, are we looking for 7, Evan, or 11? We have 2 next to each other. That's bad. 2 white boxes.
Welcome to Riverside Stadium here in Victoria, Texas. Cole Pavelio alongside you as the Wolves lead 3-0 after 3.5 innings of play. Diego Flores still out there for the Wolves. Due up is 3, 4, and 5, Ryan Rodriguez, Kyle Vasek, Nathan Elster for the Blue Jays as they look to get their first runs across here in this round of the playoffs. Lights starting to take their full effect here. Still a little bit of daylight left to go as that one almost hits Rodriguez in the head. Both sides having to deal with the weather here. Start at 80 degrees. Probably dropped a few notches, but very humid numbers is what it's at, really. Feel like you're walking in water with how it is here. Still at 80, it says, according to my numbers. The humidity has gone up. 1-1 count to Rodriguez. As the Blue Jays are looking to score their first run since their game against Sweeney, their series against Sweeney, where they outscored the Bulldogs 14-2. 4-2 was game 1. 10-0 was game 2. That ended the season for Sweeney's. That was a liner to the left side. The laser drops down in front of Mulkey. Going for 2 possibly, but stopping at first. There is Rodriguez. Kyle Vasek now.
Brings up number 1,
Kyson Vasek. Grounded out back in the second. Was leading off there. Hasn't hit with a runner on yet. Small lead off by Rodriguez. Looking to place down the bunt is Vasek. Rogers gets to it, fires to first for the out.
Vasek gets the job done. Lays down the bunt. Nice job by Rogers.
The fielder's choice.
The first out of the inning. Brings up number 2.
Gets Vasek, but Nathan Elster due up now. Was the starting pitcher for the Blue Jays. Was a pop out to Taylor. His first at bat, a breaking ball. High and tight against Elster. Flores delivers another breaking ball in there for a strike. Gets Elster swinging. Makes it 1-1 with 1 out. Runner on second. 3-0 game. Here in the bottom of the 4th. That one's hit center field. Ryman comes rushing on and will make the play in shallow center field for out number 2.
That's the second out of the inning.
Cade Ramirez now.
Number 20, Cade Ramirez.
A single and a stolen base. That was the play by Mulkey that ended that inning, where Ramirez was the one thrown out at home. So the wind picks up just a little bit. To Ramirez. can start to see the trees blowing in center field and the flag starting to whip out there as well as that one's popped up to the right side towards the dugout of the Wolves and will land out of play. One of those situations where you got to kind of fight foul territory and you're not used to the foul territory. It can be a dangerous situation. But no one was harmed there. 1-1. That one's hit to the left side, gets by diving Simon and Meckler. Bobbling a little bit is Mulkey, but the runners stay at first and third. So runners at first and third now.
Rodriguez
after the
goes up at third base.
hit by Ramirez.
Still 2 outs in the inning. Time on the field.
Brance Farrell now will be the batter. Mound visit though here. Diego Flores currently on the mound. Don't see anyone working in the Davenport bullpen, but there's playoffs. One of the field players might get pulled in. Wouldn't be Mulkey after his night last night. Threw just around 100 pitches. Flores will stay out there for Farrell with runners on the corners with 2 outs.
First and third, 2 outs in the inning.
This Davenport pitching staff, an ERA of 3.74 before yesterday's game, and sitting square at 200 strikeouts now. Farrell awaits. Lots of checking here by Flores. Ball outside. Farrell had that single which almost scored Ramirez. Back in the second. Flores checking the runners at first and third. Fires one just high, says it's 2-0, the home plate umpire. Outfielder Griman. Center field still well to the left. 2-0 makes it 3-0. Looking to not load the bases here. Flores flirting with danger here. Cody Thaggard would be next. And he does load him with 2 outs. This is Flores' man. Looks like going down to the bullpen right now, Hayden Harper.
Number 15, Gavin Langlois.
Looks like a courtesy runner here is
15, Cody Thaggart.
Gavin Langlois, the runner now. Farrell drew the walk. Cody Thaggard now the DH, due up. Only 1 hit in the inning here. That one's hit to the right center field. And get into it first, though, is soak up for out number 3. The Blue Jays load him, and Flores avoids allowing a run. 3-0 through 4 here on Wolves Network.
Hey, buddy, got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are gonna love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jerseys!
deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
Hey.
On a Friday night here in Victoria, Texas, the Wolves lead 3-0 after 4. We enter the 5th. Meckler, Rogers, and Greenman do up. 6, 7, and 8 for the Wolves as they lead. 3-0 on a night where it feels like you're more walking through soup than air with how muggy it is here. It is a breezy night, though. Meckler 0 for 2 on the day. That one almost hits Meckler. Seems like that's been a common occurrence where players have almost been hit in the head today, where players are just losing the handle, losing the grip on the baseballs today. A 1-0. That time it hits Meckler. So Meckler reaches for his first time on the hit by pitch. Still at 0-2 on the night, but on base for his first time is Cody Rogers digging in. He's been hit by a pitch and has a walk. There's a mound visit being made by the catcher Farrell and corner infielders Vasek and Rodriguez. Don't see anyone making any motion to the mound here on the Needville dugout.
Nobody out. Brings up number 15, Cody Rogers.
So it's still guest out there for Cody Rogers. Rogers entered with a .274 average. He's committed to play in Midland College. Midland also home to the Midland Rockhounds. 1-0 count now to Rogers. As the chants erupt from the Wolves dugout. 2-0. For Rogers as he gets the signs there from Coach Schluter down on the third base side. Rockhounds in Midland, an affiliate of the Oakland Athletics. That one's foul tipped into the glove of Farrell. Won't be the Oakland Athletics for too much longer. It seems made a deal in Vegas there to move in the coming years as their agreement with Oakland comes to a close and couldn't come to a deal for a new stadium. 2-1. Check swing, no check down, called for a strike. Makes it 2-2. As Las Vegas has been home to the former Oakland Raiders now for a handful of seasons and continues to become a hotbed for sports. Going to hold an F1 race in Vegas soon and hosted college football playoffs and a handful of other sporting events. As it's the full count now to Rogers, the backstop. Likely just time before they get an NBA team there. Meckler back in safely, already have the WNBA team. They've got a minor league team in Vegas as well, the Aviators. The full count, high and tight, almost hits Rogers. Man just duck out of the way. Runners at first and second now. We'll see that courtesy runner for Rogers again.
Coming to the plate is number 1, Emmett Griman.
Aiden Guerra Emmett Grayman now due up as Coach Babcock comes out of that third base dugout. Looks like someone is warming up down in the Needville bullpen. Can't quite get an eye on who it is. It is the lefty down there. That's left field corner. You can tell it's a southpaw. That's about it from right now. It looks like it's number 5. That would be Josiah Lerma. Right now it is Guest on the mound still. If it will be Lerma, we'll peek at his numbers. 16 2/3 innings of work. ERA of 4.62, but Guest will stay out there with runners at first and second. Emmett Grayman, 1 for 2, 0 for 1 on the day actually, with a line out and a walk. As currently, as things stand, Davenport will advance. Looking for a squeeze play here, and could have been a dangerous right there. As moving over to third was Nathan Elster, who is now at shortstop. So that answers our question of who's at short that we've had pondering for a while now. So you can mark that down in your scorebooks at home. Is that one once again almost hitting the Wolf? Might need to get some rosin or anything for these pitchers, and I think you might need to get some from me as well. Starting to lose the grip on my pencil with the humidity here. That one's hit hard, back up the center of the playing field and tagging up here. And it will be close at third, and sliding right into the tag there was Meckler. The relay from Ramirez to Elster to Vasek for out number 1 on the base path.
That brings up number 16, Ethan Rust.
So a double play there from Grayman. Now sends up Ethan Rust. That one's hit sharply, a laser to left side. That one will drop in the left field corner. Going for 3 here is Guerrick, and he will stay at third as a stand-up double there for Rust.
Guerra held up at third base. Second and third, 2 outs in the inning. Brings us back to the top of the order. Number 17, Braden Mulkey.
There's Braden Mulkey. 1 for 2 on the day with a triple. Eventually came around to score. Guest still on the mound for the Blue Jays. That one goes almost by the backstop. Farrell, who pops out of his stance and makes a nice snag. 1-0 for Mulkey. With the season he's had, you got to imagine some scouts start to be looking at him. 1-1 now. Mentioned player of the week for San Antonio Express News. And a 4A runner-up hitter of the week for when he hit for the cycle against Taft, where he also got the win on the mound. Chases one. And the dirt makes it 1-2. So we'll likely see Mulkey have some scouts if the Wolves continue to play like they are in the playoffs and how they have been all season. The 1-2. Guest checks the runners. He sets. Delivers. That one's hit to the right center field gap. This one might do it. Nope, it's dropping in front of the fence. It will score 1 and it will score 2. It looks like Mulkey will have another triple. A 2 RBI triple for Braden Mulkey. Have yourself a night. 5-0 game now after the Mulkey triple.
Runner at third with 2 outs. Brings up
Now
number
Daniel
27,
Sokup the second.
Sokup the second.
Walk, a hit by pitch today. Time called as Coach Babcock comes out of the
Time on the field.
Needville third base dugout, and that will likely be guest day done. Hasn't made the motion yet, and he will make the motion for the new pitcher. As the Wolves lead 5-0 here at the top of the fifth, we'll take the change with them here on Wolves Network as it's a 5-0 game.
I'm a pretty calm, cool, and collective guy, but
Sorry, what's your name? Yeah, Evan. Hi, Evan. Yeah, we have no internet. Nothing. I don't know. It just stopped working.
The internet is down.
I know, I'm on the phone with them. No, that was my wife.
I can't get online again.
Yeah, I'm talking to Evan. No, my daughter, my wife. Okay, can you guys not talk? Sorry. Yes, we have the white boxes. I see one. They got horns on them.
The one with
They
the
have
horns.
Yes, I see one. We have 11 of those.
I was on the phone and I got disconnected.
Okay, it's not about you.
we switched our broadband service provider.
Like Devin put in 11, Evan. How are we supposed to know which one's 7 and which
I thought it was Devin.
Who's Devin?
I got no service. Honey, you're blocking.
You can't stand there. You're blocking it. Don't block it.
And the best part, I never have to speak to Evan or Devin ever again.
I think this one's 11.
11? We're not looking for 11. No, are we looking for 7, Evan, or 11? We have 2 next to each other. That's bad. 2 white boxes.
Hey, buddy, got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are gonna love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
Josiah Lerma, the new pitcher of the Southpaw for the Blue Jays, facing Daniel Sokup. And for Luke Guest, Lerma, we hinted at a 4.62 ERA. As Sokup watches that one for a ball. Had to sit and watch to see what that one would be called. Allows just under 2 base runners an inning. The 5-1 record. 1-1 now to the right fielder. 23 strikeouts for Lerma on the season. The 1-1. Catches the inner half of the plate against the lefty Sokup. 1-2 count now. With Mulkey on third with 2 outs. After the double play on Emmett Greenman and Cody Meckler, who was thrown out at third when Greenman lined out to center field. Wind picking up in the outfield. You can see the trees rustling. The 2-2 back pick attempt here. Got Mulkey caught in a pickle. Second time he's been caught tonight, and he will get by, and he will be safe at third after managing to get by Elster. So now a 3-2 count, and once again, Mulkey went to ground to get out of the pickle, and that time managed to get out of it. Got caught back in the first when he was on second. So the full count now with 2 outs. Here in the top of the fifth. As Sokup watches that one. His second walk. Jacob Simon now. Due up. A single. 2 singles and a ground out. Actually a fielder's choice. Playing shortstop here today. Yesterday went 1 for 3 with an RBI. As he pops that one up and the drifts to the outfield. Get into it is the center fielder Ramirez for out number 3. The Wolves scored 2 here in the top of the 5th. They lead 5-0 through 4.5. It's 5-0 on Wolves Network.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before. We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference. GVTC, connecting you.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before. We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference. GVTC, connecting you.
Tonight's broadcast on the Wolves Network is brought to you by Comal Independent School District, Audi North Park, Chick-fil-A, Walmart, Maximum Altitude, Fisher's Market, Casa Roofing, Gilman Automotive Group, Maxed Alt Jeep and Overland Accessories, and Wig Productions.
9-1-2 due up for the Blue Jays here in the bottom of the 5th. Stavinoa, Babcock, and Muth swinging at the first pitch. Stavinoa. Still Diego Flores out there. As hoping his pitcher out there a little bit. Rogers frames that one for strike 2. Looks a bit outside of me, but Cody Rogers helping out Flores. The 0-2. That one's hit to the right side. Going for it is Taylor, and Taylor will run out of room. One of those situations where you've got to deal with foul territory that you're not quite used to, and could have possibly tried to go over the fence, but opted to play safe. 0-2 count, still to Stavinoa, who's 0 for on the day. That was hit back up the middle, and losing his foot in there was Greenman, and that will drop in front of Greenman as he got hit by the turf monster there, and Stavinoa on first now. Got to watch out for those turf monsters, and Greenman stamping in that one out now as Camden Babcock due up. Single and a ground out today. Puts him at 2 for 5 on the series. Flores checking Stavinoa. Gets that one in there for a strike. Flores, the long set, checking Stavinoa at first. Do have someone warm. That one's too low from Flores. In danger of walking. Muth here. As he does walk Muth. So runners have first and second now. Time is called. Can't tell what will be a mound visit. We'll see if there is a pitching change. But currently, runners have first and second. Stavinoa and Muth. Due up Ryan Rodriguez. Pitched last night for the Blue Jays. Playing first here today. Ground out in a single today so far. Stranded at third, back in the fourth. That was the closest the Blue Jays came to scoring, was having a runner at third so far. With the way this talk is going, it looks like Rodriguez will be Flores' man to face.
First and second one out the inning. Coming to the plate, number 6, Ryan Rodriguez.
Rodriguez entered with a .329 average. 1 for 2 on the day. Yesterday went 0 for 3. As the Blue Jays look to score their first run of this area round. Looking to force a game 3 tomorrow. That one's outside. 1-0 now to Rodriguez. The winner of this series will play Canyon Lake or Belleville. Canyon Lake with Griffin Williams leading the charge there. That one's well outside. Starting to lose control a bit here. Here in the 5th inning. 1 out. Eight outs to work with for Needville. The 2-0. That one's upstairs as well. Makes it 3-0. Flores getting some dirt from right behind the mound. Rubbing it on the baseball. Try and get a grip here. 3-0. There's 2 right there at the knees. Called for a strike. 3-1 count now from Flores. Not being held at first is Muth. As that one's in there for a strike as well. Flores runs it full. Looking to give his team 5 full innings of work here. Only 2 outs still. Strikeout right here would be really beneficial for his cause. The 3-2. That one's hit straight back up the middle by Flores. Round in third now. Stavinoa and the Blue Jays score their first run of the series. RBI single for Rodriguez. Puts Muth on third, and Rodriguez scores, and that will do it for the evening for Flores as Coach Schluter makes the walk out of the first base dugout, and that will be Flores' night done. We'll get that new pitcher for you as we'll take the break with him. The Wolves lead 5-1 here in the bottom of inning number 5 on Wolves Network.
I'm a pretty calm, cool, and collective guy, but...
Sorry, what's your name? Yeah, Evan. Hi, Evan. Yeah, we have no internet. Nothing. I don't know. It just stopped working.
The internet is down.
I know, I'm on the phone with them. No, that was my wife.
I can't get online again.
Yeah, I'm talking to Evan. No, my daughter, my wife. Okay, can you guys not talk? Sorry. Yes, we have the white boxes. I see one. They got horns on them.
The one with the horns.
Yes, I see one. We have 11 of those.
I was on the phone and I got disconnected.
Okay, it's not about you.
We switched our broadband service provider.
Like Devin put in 11, Evan. How are we supposed to know which one's 7 and which
I thought it was Devin.
Who's Devin?
I got no service. Honey, you're blocking.
You can't stand there. You're blocking it. Don't block it.
And the best part, I never have to speak to Evan or Devin ever again.
I think this one's 11.
11? We're not looking for 11. No, are we looking for 7, Evan, or 11? We have 2 next to each other. That's bad. 2 white boxes.
Hey, buddy, got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are gonna love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jersey!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
Hayden Harper, the new pitcher for the Wolves after Diego Flores' night is done. Went 4 in the third, gave up 1 run and 7 hits. Put his team in a good spot to take the playoff series victory here. Got a righty and a lefty going in the bullpen though right now. As Harper's first pitch is a ball. Harper, 27 2/3 inning of work. 4-3 record. And an ERA at 4.55. The 1-0 from the sidewinder is the ball. 2-0. Facing Kyson Vasek for his first time. That one's in there for a strike from Harper. Here in the bottom of the 5th, the first run scored for Needville. On the RBI single from Rodriguez, scoring Stavinoa. Makes it 3-1. Swinging out 1 out over in almost the other's batter's box, makes it full for Vasek here. The 3-2. Harper delivers, and that walks the bases loaded for Nathan Elster. Elster, 0 for 2 on the day, was the starting pitcher of record for Needville. For 5 in the series. Entered with a 3.47 average. As he hits that one to center field, tracking back is Greenman. Greenman makes it for out number 2. Going and scoring from the tagging up is Cade Muth, makes it 5-2. Davenport still leads.
Now 2 outs in the inning. Brings up number
Sack fly. For Cade Ramirez now. Ours on first and second. And there for a strike from Harper. Harper trying to keep the deficit right where it's at. That one's popped up on the infield. Getting to it is Meckler for out number 3, but not before the Blue Jays score 2, making it a 5-2 game after 5. It's playoff baseball here on Wolves Network.
Hey, buddy. Got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are going to love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jersey!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
Bubba Thompson set to go for the Wolves. Thompson, Taylor, and Meckler, 4, 5, and 6. The heart of the order due up for the Wolves in the 6th inning as they lead 5-2. Thompson. No official hit on the day. Has a ground out and the one official appearance, 2 walks. So he watches the ball. Seemed like half the stadium myself thought that was a strike. 0 for 2 yesterday with 2 walks, so really working on his plate vision, it seems like here. And showing it off as that one's a 1-1. A 1-1, Thompson awaits. That one's outside. Thompson drew 14 walks before this series, so sits at 18 now and boosted his .416 on-base percentage with how he's played here. The DH today, 3 for 1, 3-1 count. As he draws another walk, yet again. 3 walks on the day. He's been an on-base machine with his eye. As Locke Taylor, ground out, walk in a line out. So 0 for 2. Thompson on first. Vasek playing even with the base path. Farrell behind the dish. Rodriguez at first. Muth and Elster, the middle infield. 7-0 Ramirez and Babcock, the outfield. That's 2-0. To Taylor. Elster, the starting pitcher, taken out for Guest, and now Lerma. That's a foul tip back. 2-1. Babcock originally at third. Vasek originally at short. 2-1 from Lerma. Taylor looking to draw his second walk. Yesterday had 3 walks. As he draws yet another. On base percentage for the Wolves is skyrocketing in this series. Entered with a OBP of 435. And it looks like there will be a pitching change for the Blue Jays as Lerma has runners on first and second for the Wolves. Will take the pitching change for them. It's 5-2 game on Wolves Network.
Hey, buddy, got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are gonna love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jersey!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
Hey, buddy, got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are gonna love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jersey!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help
Luke
us.
Guest, the new pitcher for the Blue Jays. 25 innings of work, ERA of 2.52. Runners at first and second for Cody Meckler. Meckler 2 strikeouts and a hit by pitch today. As Guest looking to keep the game right where it's at. Hoping to enter the bottom of the 6th, 5-2, and for the first pitch from Guest is even thrown, steps off. Long set eventually goes to the plate, and Meckler pushes one foul. Lucky to be seeing a second pitch here, as that one almost went straight to the first baseman, Rodriguez, on the line. And the humidity coming to play with my fielding arrangement is my notepad and everything is starting to lose all of its firmness that it had. Another step off by Guest. Oh, 0-1. As bringing it back and almost being hit by that one, Meckler. Humidity starting at about 85%, and it's just continued to raise and almost at a full 100% humidity. Here in Victoria, Texas, right next to the Guadalupe River in Riverside Stadium. A 1-1. Guest delivers. Gets a piece of that one. Might have caught a piece of Meckler as well. Moves it to 1-2. As the Wolves are looking to punch their ticket to the next round. We'll face Belleville, Brahmas, or the Canyon Lake Hawks. Haven't been able to find a score update for that game, but first game was played today in Marion. 1-2, long pause from Guest. Southpaw delivers. Low and tight to Meckler. Makes it 2-2. Looking at the past series for the Wolves, as they're sitting at 19-13. Makes it 3-2. They're 7-3 over the last 10 with that 3-game series against Lavernia. Scored 18 runs. As going down swinging is Meckler for his 3rd strikeout. For out number 1.
Next up is number 15,
Cody Rogers due up. Hit by a pitch and 2 walks, so that's how his night's gone for the backstop. Verner scored 18 in that series. That one's fired in for a strike. That series win a 4-1 victory for Davenport, 9-5 victory for Lavernia, then 9-8 for Davenport to take the series, the 0-1. Swinging and missing. 0-2 to Rogers. For that, they played Fredericksburg, 9-4 victory. Last loss before Lavernia was back on April 10th as that one's hit back up the middle. Going and making the jump and grab is Muth for out number 2.
Brings up number 1, Emmett Freeman.
Emmett Greenman now. A walk, line out, and a double play line out in the 5th. Looking at Needville, they came off the sweep of the Sweeney Bulldogs, where they outscored them 14-2. For that win versus Navasota. That one's chopped towards Muth. Muth makes the grab, fires to first for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left on for the Wolves. We head to the bottom of the 6th on Wolves Network.
Hey, buddy, got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are gonna love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jersey!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
We're here in Victoria, Texas, where things are getting a little batty. We just saw a bat fly over the field and looking like it's snatching up all the bugs here in Victoria. Texas is making its way across the field right now. Looks like we've got a few, actually. But back to the game, 7-8-1. Farrell, Thaggart, and Stavinoa due up. Hayden Harper back out there for the Wolves. I'm sure we'll catch a bat on camera at some point. Not the baseball bats, but the actual flying bats. Might see a Batman, who knows. Swing and a miss for Farrell. Farrell on the day. Single and a walk. The 0-1 from Harper. Inside. Makes it 1-1 against the current batsman, Brance Farrell. 313 average entering to the series. A little chopper to the left side. Simon makes the grab, fires to first for the out. 6-3 ground out if you're keeping score at home. Cody Thagard now up to bat. The Blue Jays are down to their last 5 outs. Thagard, the DH. A single and a fly out. 1 for 2 today. Yesterday, 0 for 2. Harper induces a little pop-up, diving Greenman, and Greenman does not make the grab, but keeps it in front of him, holding Thagard to a single. So Thagard's second hit, second single is Stavinoa due up.
That will bring to the plate number 9, Colton Stavinoa.
Has a single and eventually came around to score in the 5th. As the Wolves lead 5-2. We've mentioned would face possibly Canyon Lake again. Last time the Wolves and Canyon Lake met, Canyon Lake took the series. 7-4 and 11-3 were the 2 games, both for Canyon Lake. And Griffin Williams has been invited to play at the high school all-star game. A grab by Simon, but safe at second. They're calling Thagard. So infield single by Stavinoa. That's runners at the first and second now.
Runners at first and second with 1 out. Takes us back to the top of the order. Number 12, Camden Babcock.
As Camden Babcock, single, ground out and a fly out on the day. Launches a strike there. The Wolves do have a victory over Canyon Lake this season as that one's popped up to Greenman. Greenman drops in front of him as he lost in the lights, throws it to third for the out. Thagard thought that was going to be caught and was tagging up and eventually is thrown out at third. So a heads-up play there by Greenman in center field. Maybe he didn't lose it in the lights, and maybe he just saw what Thagard was doing. For round number 2, and Cade Muth now digging in. Launches one for a strike. Strikeout, ground out, and a walk. Eventually came around to score in the 5th. Last 4 outs for Needville. The 0-1. Try to hold up, goes around for strike 2 from Muth. Muth trying to score 1 here at least. The 0-2. Harper sets, delivers. Popped foul. Do it for Davenport, Greenman, Rustin, Mulkey. 0-2 again from Harper. Chopper to left side, foul. Whipping a hard play to make there for Meckler at third. Wants to go foul as due up next would be Ryan Rodriguez. Couple of singles on the day with the RBI. Muth here, though. 2 outs, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. Harper delivers. Ground to the left side, gets by Meckler and Simon. Going home again, and holding up, though, on the Mulkey throw as it gets by the backstop, and runners at first and second and third is a little hectic play there. Well, runners everywhere now as Coach Babcock holding up stop sign for would be Stavinoa there. Ryan Rodriguez now due up. Big spot. 5-2 game. Tying run at first. Go ahead at the dish. Lefty warming up in the Wolves bullpen. There's 2 down there earlier, but currently just the southpaw. Rodriguez taking his time to get into the box here in this big moment. Looking to keep Needville's season alive. Chopper foul. If it would be to be Needville and Belleville. Last time those two matched. That's the chopper to the left side. Meckler makes the grab, fires to first. That gets by the first baseman, and Taylor loses it. 2 come to score. It's a 5-4 game. As time is called, Dennis Schluter makes the slow walk out to Hayden Harper. Could have been an ending ground out there if Meckler throw was picked by Taylor. Looks like the Wolves will make the call to the pen. Harper's night is done. It's a 5-2 game here on Wolves Network.
Hey, buddy. Got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are going to love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jersey!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
Tonight's broadcast on the Wolves Network is brought to you by Comal Independent School District, Audi North Park, Chick-fil-A, Walmart, Maximum Altitude, Fisher's Market, Casa Roofing, Gilman Automotive Group, Maxed Alt Jeep and Overland Accessories, and Wig Productions.
After the complete game shutout yesterday, Braden Mulkey back on the mound for the Wolves here. 5-4 game, runners at the corners. Tyson Vasek due up. Dylan Bolke entered the game in the outfield. 0-1. That one's hit to left side. And that will be a fly out for the Blue Jays. They scored 2, though, making it a 5-4 game. We head to the 7th here on Wolves Network.
Hey, buddy, got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are gonna love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jersey!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
The Wolves lead 5-4. 9-1-2 due up for Davenport. Rust, Mulkey, and Sokup. Gus still out there for the Blue Jays. Rust so far 2 ground outs and a double. Watches it to make it 2-0. Mulkey came in, stopped the bleeding for the Wolves as he stranded 2 at the corners. Keeping it at 5-4. Will be likely heading back out there in the 7th, looking for the save after yesterday's complete game W. A strike called there makes it 3-1. Off the handle there. Ross grounds it to the first base. The pitcher fielding his position for out number 1. Some PFP work there for a guest. As Braden Mulkey. Now the pitcher. Batting for himself here. Yesterday, 0 for 3 with a walk. Today, hit by a pitch, 2 triples, came around to score 1 time. Watches that one. Looking to give himself some breathing room in the bottom of the 7th. 1-0. 2-0 now for Mulkey. Talked about him quite a lot here tonight. Continue to talk about him next round, possibly against Canyon Lake or Belleville. Second time he's been hit by a pitch.
They put Mulkey at first base with 1 out.
Sukup now digging in.
Coming to the place, number 27, Daniel Sokup to second.
Sokup tonight, a walk. Hit by a pitch. Another walk. And a ground out earlier. Slow move as Mulkey's back in there safely and just taking a moment to gather himself on the ground. A lot of energy expended from both these teams today, and Mulkey really been out there for every single out, giving it his all. Almost hit Sokup there. And it's even more draining on a night like tonight, where it started off humid and it's been getting more humid as the day has dragged on. 2-0 now to the outfielder. Guest delivers, and their first strike. As the chanting from the Wolves dugout has gone louder and louder throughout the night. They might break down that fence with how they're shaking it. 2-1 count. Guest thought about a move over to first base in the middle of his motion and decided to go home. Guess the slow worker. She sets quickly actually this time. 3-1, almost gets by the backstop. Farrell. Another walk for Soak Up, his third of the night.
Puts runners at first and second with one out. Brings up number 2,
Jacob Simon. 2 singles and a fly out. 2 RBI single back in the third. Started the scoring for the Wolves. Wolves dugout really trying to draw the attention of guests here. Almost seeing the back foot of Simon there. Just managed to get out of the way as it's all night been berating from the chanting of the Wolves. The howling has continued. The 1-0. That one's hit to the left side. This one's got a chance maybe. And it is gone! Simon adds to the lead for the Wolves with the long ball. Scoring 3 in one fatal swing. Long ball there from Jacob Simon. His second of his season. Might be the nail in the coffin for the season for Needville. Looks like Babcock will come out of the dugout to meet with guests here. Don't see anyone working the Needville bullpen. Simon really showing off the power though here, as it looks like guest nights will be done. So we'll take the break and we'll get the new pitcher as the Wolves now lead 8-4 here on Wolves Network.
Hey, buddy, got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are gonna love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jerseys!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before. We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference. GVTC, connecting you.
Camden Babcock, the new pitcher for the Blue Jays. Colton Ondrich slotted back into right field. Babcock an ERA below 1 at .7. Facing Bubba Thompson here now with the bases empty after the 3-run blast from Jacob Simon. His second of the season, the first of the series. Fouled back there. Really showing off the power there for Simon on a night like tonight where the wind's not really aiding any fly balls, and when the air's as thick as it is, really showed the power off. Flexing the muscles, the 1-1. Grounded back to the pitcher Babcock. Fields it for out number 2. Block Taylor. Walk. 0 for 2 on the day. As due up next for the Blue Jays would be Elster, Ramirez, and Farrell on the bottom of the 7th. That one's hit to the left side. Fielded on a hop by Vasek. Throws to first, even though it pulls off. Rodriguez tags him out for number 3. We head to the bottom of the 7th. The Wolves look to punch their ticket here on Wolves Network.
Hey, buddy, got your glove?
Yep, I got it right here. You're coming, right?
Of course. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Don't forget the you-know-whats.
Whether you're gearing up for a big project or a big game, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected.
What do you think?
They are gonna love these.
From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business.
Thank you.
You made it. Hey, what is it? Whoa, jersey!
With deep roots in the community, we're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future for the areas we serve. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
The Wolves are looking for an honest-to-goodness, handcrafted save here from Braden Mulkey, who's out on the mound for the Wolves here. Entered last inning in relief for the Wolves. Facing Elster, Ramirez, and Farrell here. Strike 1 to Elster. Working quickly, Mulkey. Grounder to the left side. Simon fields it. Throws to first for the, would have been out, but pulled Taylor off the bag and reaching on the E6.
Runner first, nobody on the inning, brings up number 20, Cade Ramirez.
Runner on first now. Cade Ramirez due up. Ramirez, 2 singles and a fly out. Just manages to get a piece of that one. Mulkey, yesterday, had his name all over the game with the complete game shutout. Looking for save number 2 on the season here. One after the pitch outside. Mulkey with a couple of triples on the batter side of things. Here's it's 2-1 now. Looking to punch the ticket for the Wolves to the regional quarterfinal. Swing and a miss. They'll have to await who they would face. Belleville or Canyon Lake would match up with their district rival, Canyon Lake. Makes it full. Canyon Lake swept S.A. Kennedy in round 1 of playoffs. Belleville, the same to Columbia. As Mulkey gives up the walk. Runners at first and second now. Looks like Dennis Schluter making his way out after having to watch Mulkey's pitch count. We'll see if the move will be made. Saw someone in the Davenport bullpen as the corner infielder's drawn in. Can't quite get an eye on who's in the Davenport bullpen, but it is a righty. But looks like it's Mulkey's game to save here, as Schluter makes his way back to the Davenport dugout. Mulkey will be facing Brance Farrell. Single walk and a ground out today. 0 for 2 yesterday. Needs a pitcher's best friend here or fly out. The outfield shaded well to the left. Too low to Farrell. Shoots one to the right side and almost taking out our camera over there on the first base side. 1-1 now. Next up would be Thagard and Stavinoa. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Elster on second was the starting pitcher for the Blue Jays. Cade Ramirez on first. That one's hit sharply left side. That'll go all the way through to the left fielder, but the long throw home will score 1. And the nice snag there by Rogers keeps it at a 8-5 game. Elster the one scoring. And the RBI single. Cody Thagard now. 2 singles and a fly out today. No outs here, bottom of the 7th. Braden Mulkey trying to get the save and send Davenport to the regional quarterfinal, and that one catches a piece of Rogers. Down in a heap is Rogers. Couldn't quite get an eye on where the ball caught him. Rogers on the day has been effective on framing for the Wolves pitchers. And is down here after taking a foul ball. The batter's box hit by a pitch, 2 walks and a pop out on the day for backstop Rogers. Pitcher Mulkey checking on him as well with the trainer for the Wolves, and it looks like Rogers good there.
He's had a really nice evening. That's Cody Rogers.
Rogers.
He's had a nice hand for him.
It's back up. Working on getting back up still. Made to play at Midland College. One of the 3 that are recently signed. Rogers is ready to go. Looking for get 3 more outs here. Runners on first and second. Looks like he might have caught one on the inner thighs, what it is, with how it was hopping around there. Cody Thagard, 0-1 count as play resumes. Makes it 0-2 after that foul ball. Rogers still trying to get feeling back in the thighs after the foul ball. Mulkey looking for the strikeout. That one's inside to Thagard, makes it 1-2. Mulkey gets the ball in his back to work. Inside makes it 2-2. Sounds like all the Davenport faithful thought that was strike 3. We're looking for out 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. 2-2. Chopper left side foul. Nice snag by Coach Babcock in the third base side. Looked like Mulkey thought that was actually in play and was getting ready to back up his backstop Rogers. 2-2 again. That one's hit to the right side. And fielding it is Russ, the second baseman, in shallow right field for out number 1. Down to the last 2 outs for Needville.
That'll bring up number 9,
Colton Stavinoa. Couple of singles and came around to score twice. Runners at first and second. Ramirez at second. Farrell at first. Mulkey sets, delivers. That one's hit to the right side. Will drop in front of the right fielder. That will load the bases as a quick throw in holds them. 8-5 game. Soak up in right field.
Bring us back to number 12, Camden Babcock.
Camden Babcock. Possibly end it here with 1 swing. As a chopper goes to Mulkey, and Mulkey fields in, throws to first, and safe at first is Babcock. 8-6. The high chopper in front of the plate caused Mulkey to have to sit on it and wait for it to come back down. And RBI now here for Babcock. And that one's popped up behind the left side of the dish. And catcher's Rogers losing in the lights. Those are hard ones to field for anyone. And Mulkey looking like he's telling Meckler that was his to get. And Rogers calling time and telling him to bring the whole infield in. Oh, 1 count here for Cade Muth. The whole infield was brought in. Here against Cade Muth. Strikeout, ground out, and a walk today. As Mulkey looking to get 2 outs here. As 2 runs have come across for Needville. Eight-6 game, bottom of the 7th. The 0-1. Hit to the left side. Meckler fields it. Fires to second for the force out. So 2 outs.
We have time on the field.
Looks like Coach Schluter looking for runners interference, and
On the play.
Schluter being told to step off here by the umps. This might do it if that slide is deemed bad. But for sure, 2 outs, at the least, possibly 3. This might do it. If the run does count, it will be an 8-7 game with 2 outs, runners at the corners. We'll wait to see what the umpires conference comes to. It will be a heartbreaking into the season for Needville if the season ends on a slide there. And someone's saying that's ball game, but I don't believe that was an ump. As we just wait to see what these umpires decide on that slide. Babcock was the one sliding. It looks like the umps will talk to the coaches. And I'm assuming the way Coach Schluter is reacting that it's 2 outs, runners at the corners, and it's an 8-7 game. We'll wait for sure as Meckler fired to Russ there. It was taken out by Babcock. By the way things are panning out, it looks like it'll be an 8-7 game, 2 outs. And with the way things are, it's going to be 50-50 either way of how the fans will react. Needville is ecstatic that the season continues for Ryan Rodriguez to have a chance here. Davenport wishing the game was over after the slide. Runners at the corners, a big pitch. Big at bat here, Mulkey Rodriguez. And there for a strike. Final 2 strikes for the Blue Jays. Outside. That was Muth that grounded out. 5-4 for out 2. 1-1. Taken for second. This might be doing it. And the run is safe. And the run scores. It's an 8-8 game. As Rogers threw down trying to get Muth there at second. It's an 8-8 game now. 2-1. Winning run at second. 2-1. That one's hit back up the middle. That'll get by Greenman. Going home here is the Blue Jays, and that one hops off the mound badly, and the Blue Jays walk it off against the Wolves to even it at 1-1. The Blue Jays take it 9-8 in the bottom of the 7th. For an RBI by Ryan Rodriguez. Game 3 tomorrow will take whoever wins to face Belleville or Canyon Lake. That will do it for us here on Wolves Network in the final 9-8 after the walk-off for the Blue Jays. Game 3 tomorrow. This has been Davenport Wolves Playoff Baseball on Wolves Network.